Let's check if this is running. This is running. Oh yeah, it is. Perfect. Okay. Oh. I did forget something. God damn it. Give me a second. Okay. Perfect. Ah, come on. Okay, perfect. Okay. Welcome to my demo tool guide live stream. This VOD will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, which is YouTube slash user slash JHD. Basically same name. Twitch. And this will take overall, let's say, I think an hour, maybe less, maybe more. I don't know yet. I will go over the demo tool in Neverwinter specifically, but it basically applies to all cryptic games. What is the demo tool, how to record demos, how to get into a demo, and what to do when you have one. Plus a little bit of demo tool magic. Okay. To my person, my name is JHD, obviously. I have been using the Neverwinter demo tool since 1.5 years. I play Neverwinter for, that's something I can fix. I play Neverwinter since Module 5. That was when I created my first character, which is also this Hunter Ranger, but that's not important. And I create Neverwinter Machinima videos with the demo tool and module guides on Reddit. Yeah, that's to me. Now, what is the demo tool? Basically, the demo tool is, think of it as a 3D camera. It captures everything you do in a certain distance on a map. That is player actions, NPCs, if something happens in the environment, maybe if a door opens or a gate or something like that. And it then lets you rewind the entire action and look back at it, but in free cam mode. You will see what I mean by that. You can basically fly around and then record, and then the actual video is being recorded by you, which gives you a lot of freedom in what you want to show. The best part of it is it does not have it does not show the Neverwinter overlay. Like, you can do this obviously, but first of all, you still see in the bottom right corner the watermark. You can fix this, but the camera is still locked around your character, and we will unlock that character. Okay, I will show you how to unlock that character, that camera. Okay, so first things first. Let's start a demo recording. I want to go into a more empty zone. To demonstrate, because Protector's Enclave is quite busy. Let's just go to the River District. Okay, I will move my camera now because you will have to pay attention to the chat, because that's where most of it takes place. Okay. Yeah, That's good. Okay. Why is that smaller? Okay, perfect. Okay. Recording a demo is quite easy. It's just a chat command. That is the important part. Let's get down here. Okay, to start a demo recording, type in /demo _ record spacebar, and then the name of your demo. In this case, I will want it to be called DT for demo tool, RD for river district, and then 1, just so I don't like confuse the demos, because when you do this for a time, there are going to be a lot of demos in your folder, and it's best to keep track of them. Okay, so press enter, and you see like my character and basically all other objects were briefly reloaded, and you see this text that says demo recording. Never change map. Never change your map while a demo is recording. It might very well crash, like your game might crash or freeze for a long time, and the demo might be lost, completely unusable. So always finish demo recording before you change map. The way you stop recording is you just type in /demo _ record _ stop. That stops the recording. Now you have a demo. Now that demo was not really interesting. I was just standing still. Let's get a demo of me running down this shoreline. This one I will label D2 DT _ RD2. Press record. Always, and this is important, always wait some time before you're actually going to start the action, because you will see why. Okay, now I'm walking down the shoreline. Give it like 5 seconds. You will see why in the when we jump back into the demo. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. Again, demo record stop to end the demo recording. Now you see the text is gone, and the demo, it has been saved. We will now go out of the game, and I will show you where that demo actually landed. So close that. And let's look for the demo itself. Okay. So, wherever you have Neverwinter installed, that is also where you will find your demo. I will change scenes real quick. Okay. I have Neverwinter installed under my D drive, and then there's just Neverwinter. There's going to be a folder. Like this is a standard Neverwinter installation. I don't know why there's so much of this. But this is basically your Neverwinter installation. Your Neverwinter.exe and everything. Go into the folder that says Neverwinter, Live, and then under Demos. If you never recorded the demo, there will not be a folder named Demos. Demos, and then you will see all of your recorded demos. I have quite a few. You can just search for your demo. That might be, in this case, it's DT _ RD, and those are our demos. Now, how do you actually play back a demo? That is the important part. You don't need to go in here. You just have to start Neverwinter. I will do that just now. Oh, that was Arc. All right. You should see the launcher now. In the launcher, you don't press play just yet. In the launcher, there's in the top right, this options menu. There you enter a command line, -demo_play, and then the name of your demo. It says DTRD2. Save and play. It takes some time, but this will now warp us into the demo. Okay, yeah, you guys see it. Perfect. As you notice, this is not the actual game. Like, this is totally different. You never went into character selection, you never went into the real world. This is the demo we just recorded. And this is the 3D video that I just talked about. And, okay, I'm sorry. I went far too quick. Let's let the demo play again. You will see basically my camera perspective, but I can't actually do something. If I try to press W, A, and D, it doesn't actually work. Yeah, it's not doing anything. This is the actions that I recorded previously. Yeah, sometimes this is a bit jittery if you just let the camera follow your demo, but this is the action. And when the demo got finished, it will show you an error, but this just basically means, okay, the demo is finished. Now you see this time keeps on going, but the character does not move and nothing happens. Okay, on the top left, you will see this is the standard demo HUD. Obviously pause the demo, start play again. Slow down the speed, pretty neat. Speed up the demo. You will see on the top right is the demo speed, which is something we will come to later. And this button rewinds the demo to 0. You will see, and this is what I meant by buffering. Let the demo time to load everything, let the program time to load everything before the action starts. That's why you should always have at least, let's say, 3 or 5 seconds before the actual action starts. Like, record the demo, wait a couple seconds, then there should be the fight. Okay, so now you will see, yeah, it loaded everything, and now it's normalized. I usually give the entire program like 5 seconds. That's enough. 3 seconds are sometimes enough. Depends on the demo. I just standardized do 5 seconds. Okay, the magic starts. The magic starts when you press F2. Now, when you now hold your right mouse button, you can actually drag around the camera perspective. Wait a second. You can drag around the camera perspective. The mouse cursor will disappear, and you are now in free cam mode. If you now press W, you will go forward, A to the left, D to the right, S backwards. Hold down spacebar and you fly upwards. Hold down Z on non-American keyboards and Y on American keyboards, and you will fly downwards. And now you can explore the entire area. You will see, here's my character, and I can do all of this. I can see all of this now, just by flying around. This is free cam mode, and it's pretty cool. And you can basically explore maps with this if you want to. See what's like behind walls. Well, usually there is not much behind walls. But you will see that you can basically fly everywhere, even under the map. And if you should, let's say, if you should ever get lost, like completely get lost, and you have no idea where the hell you are, press F2 again, and it snatches you back to your character. And you can't move anything again. Okay? So, but back to F2, because this is the important part. Now, I will show you that not only my character got recorded, but also the action of other characters. This is a player, I don't know who that is. You will see what he did, and the NPCs he interacted with, the action was recorded, but he faded out. Did you see that? That is because the demo tool has a certain range where it captures NPC and character movement and actions around your character. This radius moves around with my character, and when the other player went through this line here, somewhat like in this section, when he moved outside of that range, he disappeared for the demo tool. He obviously did not disappear in the game, but this is the maximum range the demo tool captures actions. Like the terrain, the props, those things, grass, objects, everything, that will obviously always be there, but you will see that there are no enemies here in this part of the map. Well, they are in the actual game, but they are not displayed because they were not in the range of the demo tool. Okay, let's go back. The next part is you might just want to use the demo tool for screenshots and not for videos, which is screenshots are really easy and you can take some amazing ones if you want to. First of all, let's give the game a facelift. Let's make the game beautiful, because this right here is low, like medium to low graphics, and it's not that good looking. If you press the key above tab that's tiled, it will open up the console. And you can just type in options, press enter, press tiled again to close the console, will bring up the regular options menu. Just pressing escape will not do anything, like will not bring up the options menu. Alright, let me max out graphics settings. This will probably, like my PC will not like me for this, like streaming and very high settings, but it's necessary to demonstrate what the demo tool can do. Now, this looks much better, does it? But there's still some things you can do inside of the demo tool that are not really that practical inside of an actual game. The command is there, but you will not be able to play because it will lag like crazy. Open up the console again and enter render scale and then put it to 2. You might not see any noticeable difference just now, but trust me, there is one. This will basically up the graphics settings one more. It will let the game try to render everything into higher detail, with better looking effects and everything. The standard is 1. And for the sake of this stream, I will put it back to 1 because my PC is already complaining. Okay, 1 is also the standard setting. You can actually enable this in the actual game, but it will lag a lot if you don't have like a beast PC. Next part is this scale. Put that to 1000. You saw how much more was rendered? This is the maximum draw distance, and you will also see, do you see how this stutters? That's because it has to draw so many objects on the screen, like show objects on the screen. If I look here and then move, it's much smoother. If I go back up, it starts to become really framey. Okay, so those are like the 2 standard commands, like console commands, to make the game look even better than what you can usually do. Okay. Now, how could you take a screenshot? Screenshotting also works through the console. Let's say I would like to take a screenshot of this harbor. That means like from this perspective. Yeah, or maybe even better, I want to take a screenshot of Maker's statue. Oh, another thing. Do you see how those light up when I get closer. That's because the game doesn't actually render those details like torches and lights and some other things until you get closer to it. Which means for some details you will have to get close to an object. Okay, let's say I want to take a screenshot of Maker's statue. And, well, if I would do it normally, I would be bound to a perspective like this. The standard character. Hi Illusion. But in the demo tool, I can obviously do a perspective like this, okay? Or maybe which shows his face better and his flame. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so have it like this. Open up the console again, and type in screenshot _ JPEG. This will create a screenshot in JPEG format. Just press enter and there will be a screenshot. It will be without the console showing, without this all, it will just be the game, no HUD. And I will show you where that screenshot just landed. I will go back to the screen capture mode and open up my Neverwinter installation. Neverwinter live screenshots. There it is. Boom, there it is. Now I can rename that and put it somewhere else, but that is where the screenshots land. Okay. We will need that later. Okay, go back to just the game. That is how you take a screenshot. If you just type in screenshot, the file format will be .tga, which is much higher in file size, but also higher quality. So if you want to edit your screenshots after you take them, like in an image editing program, I would highly recommend to just type in screenshot. But if you don't want to edit them and just want to upload them or not edit much, JPEG is totally fine. Okay, and that will basically save you some trouble. Okay, that was... Okay, those were the very basics. Okay, one thing. That X closes the demo, obviously. Okay, now let's get into more advanced stuff. Because this is how to take a video, like how to create a video using the demo tool. One thing, clicking this transparent will make all of the demo tools HUDs transparent, so you can get a better image of what will actually be shown in your screenshot or your video. Otherwise you can't see obviously that into that part of the screen because there's a HUD over it. But as you saw, again, as you saw, where is it? Here it is. There is no HUD in here. Okay, it does not show any HUD. It's just the game, and it looks good. So let's go back and open up and take this box, the camera path editor. This will open up a lot of HUDs. Don't be confused. It's fairly easy. This is the timeline, and here are your path options. What is a camera path? A camera path is just a number of points in the map and in time that a camera will fly around in FreeCam mode, and the camera will fly through the world and basically just show what you want the camera to show. And it's very smooth. That's the whole point. I could just start filming and fly around the map, but it's not going to be in that good of a quality, and it's not going to be that smooth because I can't really do small speeds. The camera speeds up after time. I can't really do smooth curves and everything. So that's why we use the camera path. I would like to track my Hunter Ranger running along this shoreline. That's why I'm going to rewind the demo. Press F2 again. Okay, play. There's my Hunter Ranger. Okay, so the first thing you want to do with when you want to create a camera path, which is a camera path is basically just the path of your obviously the path of your camera, and it just consists of all the points, also known as keyframes, that you want your camera to look at a certain time. You want to click Add Path. Easy path is usually the best, like in 99% of the cases, is the best option here. Ignore all of this for now. This might come into use later. Just be sure that this says translate and not rotate. Minimize this, and now you're in the main path menu. This will later list camera paths, camera points, and on the bottom you will also see those camera points in the timeline. Okay, I want to start. You let it finish rendering. I want to start here. I want basically just to show my character running along this shoreline from this perspective. And that's pretty easy to do. Remember, in the recording later, if you do it properly, this part of the screen will also be shown. I will show you a fairly easy and amateur-like way to record a video out of your demo tool. There's a very professional way. And that will require a bit of more work, but for now, let's just focus on the camera path itself. Okay, the first thing you do is press Add Point. Basically, the position your camera was at when you pressed Add Point will be saved. And you can see it. This right here, like this right here, is the point. I can still move that point around. Okay, if I drag those arrows, it will basically change the position of the point in the world, like upwards and to the sides. Pretty easy. At the same this point, I can mark this point by clicking in here. This point, yeah, like it's blue at the moment. That means this is the marked point, and I can the selected point, and I can change it. At the same point, at the same time, it appeared here. If I press here, it will move back to the position of that point. I can show you that it actually changes the position, like by moving it over here, and then like suddenly the camera's over there. Move it back, and suddenly the camera is back here. It will become way more obvious if I do this. Yeah, pushed it downwards. Now we want it back to be here. Or maybe like even a bit higher. If you now go back and minimize this, open this back up, and change the mode to rotate, you will now be able to change the actual direction the camera is looking at. Okay, so I could say do this, and suddenly my camera looks at the entire different direction. But again, I want to show my Hunter Ranger, so I do this 180 degrees almost, and it shows my Hunter Ranger. Fairly easy. This is the difference between translate and rotate. I usually just use translate because once you choose the right direction, it's pretty easy to set up like a new like the point properly. Okay, the next thing you have to know is this. Those are the points, coordinates in the map. They're not important to you at all at the first time, okay? They're just get used to this timeline, because this timeline is actually quite powerful. Now I wait for my character to start moving. Come on. Okay. Started moving at around, let's say 12 and a half. Okay. So what I will do now is, in this point, there is a window that says time and hold. Hold should usually be 0. That means the camera will not stop in that position, but will directly fly to the next point. If I would enter in like hold 1, it would wait for 1 second. Time means time point in this timeline. 0 means the point is active right when you start the demo. like when you load into the demo. And if I enter 5, this will mean this point is being targeted by the camera at the 5th second in the demo. In this case, I actually want to use the hold function because I want this point, because I want to wait until my character moves. Okay, oops, I will type in 12.5, which is basically like 12.5 seconds. So you will see that this point suddenly extended so much. This is the time, like you can see this. This is the time the camera will fly, will keep on that point. It will not fly anywhere. It's locked onto that point. Now, let's say we will get to that later. Okay, so let's say, where is my character at 14 seconds? 14 seconds there. Okay, now I readjust my image, like my camera position, to here. I want to track my character, sort of. It's not precise, but I want to track the character. Okay, to here, this is the position, this is the look at position. That's very important. Camera position itself, like XYZ coordinates, and look at position is basically this direction. Okay, just where it's looking at. So now I press again at point. It will show me, okay, and I will be able to edit the time. I could drag around the point here in this timeline, like put it somewhat over to 14, or I could just edit that in with an actual number, mark it 14, let's say 14.1, because you will see the demo time here, so it better matches the demo time, and you will see that it moves in the timeline. Okay, and now we continue that process. Let's say 16. Okay, okay. Now that we actually have actual movement in our camera path, when we are in this free cam mode and we have a camera path set, if I move around, then I press in here, it will always jump to the position in that path. Now I can look at how the path would pan out. I can later play the path, but for now I like this preview. Okay, let's head over to the next position. This should, let's zoom in a bit. Okay, let's get a bit closer to my character. Okay, that's overall in the center. Let's click add point. This point is just off. You see, the demo tool thought, okay, it would be a good thing maybe that this point would be shown at 22 something seconds, but that's way too long. You will see you can press hold control, use your mouse wheel while hovering over the timeline, and zoom out or back in. That's way too far over here, so I can just drag it back here. Oh, that was not too bad. Or I can just enter the value again, like 16.2. 16.2 seconds. Okay, zoom back in, and you will see that, okay, while this point is on hold for this long time, it will show no movement, but then it will show the camera pan, and you see it's very smooth, very, very smooth. Oh, god damn it. That was a mistake. That my face is in the way. Where do I put this? Here. Okay, I'm very sorry for that. The field I was talking about, this is the time field, and this is the hold field. Okay? You know what? I should just put out my camera. It doesn't get in the way anymore. Okay. Here you enter the time, like 3, and like if I want to change the time of the point, you will see that it also moves here. And if I mark that point, go back to this one. Okay, I can just click here, or I can click here to select a point. You will see that it shows hold 12.5 seconds. That was what I was talking about. Now we can look back at the points, and you can actually see the camera path being drawn onto the map, onto the actual zone. These thin lines show the look at, show the direction the camera is looking at, and the blue line shows the movement of the path. If you don't want them to show up, you can tick this box, hide paths, and suddenly you can you no longer see this path. Show it to so it is back there. We will talk about the detach camera function later. Okay. Let's get back to our camera path and finish this, shall we? Okay, let's set it over here. Put a point in here. Yeah, that's somewhat okay, but I want it to be a little bit more. Here. Let's have the point here. Add another point. Enter the time value. And now let's take a look at where do I end. Okay, let's say I don't want this tree to be in the way. So now I just change positions and I can go somewhat like behind my character and maybe a bit above. Like add a point here, put the value in, time value, that's somewhat like 23.2. Play again. Okay, maybe I want to switch shoulders, shoulder perspective. Add another point, 0.3. Basically, every time you press add point, the position in the world and the direction you're looking at right now is saved as a camera keyframe. Now, where do I finish my movement? Okay, let's go. Let's follow my character. So let's show the ship, shall we? Maybe a bit like this. This is a bit sloppy because usually I would have to set way more keyframes that are closer together, but it does not have to be perfect for this demonstrating issue. Okay, now there's the movement stops, and now we'll just pan in a bit, you know? Here, that has to be closer together. Oh wait, no, 27 is fine, and then maybe another circle here. Add the point 28. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Now comes a very critical part, because there is a function in here that says save. You could, in theory, save the camera path into the actual demo file, and when I press this, it will like there was an asterisk here. When that goes away, the demo path is successfully saved. I will show you guys later as a faster way to get into a demo other than the launcher, where we'll talk again about this function. But for now, this is how you save a camera path into a demo. Okay, let's get back to the beginning, shall we? And let's reset the demo, because what this save button just did was overwrite the existing camera movement that was basically just following my in-game movement with my mouse, okay, where I looked at and everything. So when I now rewind the demo to 0, and let's just look at it as a whole, press transparent, press play. Remember, we just saved the camera path. Press play. It will load everything. And then we will have to wait until 12.5. And we can look at our camera path. And look how smooth that transition is. Oh, that was a bit too fast. Okay. Well, that happens. Yeah. Sometimes you make hi Steve. Sometimes you make the movements a bit too fast. This was just obviously just a demonstration, but usually when that happens, you will just have to go into your path and look at what section was too fast. Remember, you can drag them around here freely and basically change the time between those keyframes. once you get to the next keyframe and the next one. The way you can do that, you don't have to rewind the demo. I can just press into here, press play here. These buttons control the camera path itself, not the demo. Even if I press play here, it will not play the camera path until I actually play back the demo. And this will now show this indicator. You see, this segment right here was way too fast. So what I can do is just drag, wait a second, pause, mark the point, and drag them bit out. So there will be much more time between there. So it's not like a speed up. Okay, and you see, it's already much smoother. The problem here was this segment was way too fast. And you can fix that just by dragging out the keyframes or the points, how you want to call them. Just drag them out a bit. Press save again. You see, the asterisk went away, and the camera path is saved. Even if you now close the demo and then load it back up, this camera path will be saved. Okay? Good. Now let's look at some more things you can do. First, let's look at how do you actually record a demo. Like, no, not a demo, a video. And there is one way, which is basically just record your screen with a screen capture software like Fraps, Open Broadcaster, or whatever program you want to use, Shadowplay maybe. And the way you can do that is, obviously, you don't want to have those fine lines in there, right? You press hide path. Be sure no point is selected, because otherwise you see this in the map. You don't want that. The problem is this way, this HUD will be recorded too. You can't disable that. So what you will have to do later is zoom into this part that is just showing a small part of your screen. Otherwise, again, you will have the demo HUD in there. That's a quality loss, because obviously you lose pixels, you have to zoom in. It will not look as good as it can, but it's also not that bad. So what I would do now to record it, rewind the demo, go back to the point. Wait, what? Hold on, I think something broke. Rewind the demo again. There we go. Oh yeah, I was still in camera path play mode. Press this and you can start again to move around freely. Go back. Get into the point. And what I would do now is just record with my screen capture software. Obviously I'm recording right now, like streaming, but I will record the path, like the whole demo as a video on top of streaming. So we will remember we still have the path saved. Press play, and once we get to like 12.5 or 12, I will press my record hotkey. Oh wait, what? Oh, I forgot to play. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I forgot to play back the path. Go back. Here, rewind the demo. Play and play. And this should now play the path. Okay. it's still showing some of the path. Oh, wait, why is it showing the path? That shouldn't be. Oh yeah, okay, I forgot to do that. Never mind. You will, in your recording, have this enabled. I am just not used to this anymore because I have long stopped doing it this way. Enable this. And also important, don't have your mouse cursor in this field because it will show up. But now, let's jump into editing, shall we? I hope this does not break the stream right now. If it does, then I will have to apologize and have to restart the stream. Now that we have this recorded, we can now take a look at how it looks and what we have to do in order to remove the demo HUD. I hope you can still hear me. Okay, let's go to open. No. Wait, create a new one. And go to screen capture. Okay, hello. What we now did with our recording, wherever you have that recording saved to, like, I really hope the stream is still hearing my audio. Wait a second, let me just listen myself. Put that back on. Let me just check that real quick because that would be a shame. Okay, the stream can still hear me. Perfect. Now let's go back into the editing program. Okay, now that you just took a regular screen capture of your demo, you will have to put it into your video editing software and then zoom in. In this case, I use Sony Vegas. You can use whatever program you want to. But this is not really that neat. Where is it? Okay, I guess I can't find it at the moment. It should be here, but it is not. What is this one? Okay, I guess this one will do. This is a recording I made earlier, like way back actually. And you will see in the actual video, it shows the HUD. And what you have to do, at least for Sony Vegas, you have to zoom in. And that would be place, like zoom in somewhat. But you can already see you lose a lot of your screen. That's why I would not recommend doing it this way, especially if you change the time, which will we come to shortly. Be gone, Arc. But yeah, this is basically the amateur way to record a video out of a demo. Now we get to the cool part. Close this thing again. Go back into the demo. Remember how this option was really important? Now we get to the professional way and how to record a demo. God damn it, not record a demo, but record a video out of a demo. The next one is actually, the next step is not inside of this demo tool. We will have to close it first. Okay, so close the demo. And then I will have to show you the screen capture again, because this time we will have to go outside of the demo tool. Where is it? It's here. Perfect. Okay, let me drag that over here. This is a shortcut I created to my Neverwinter folder. It will basically just shortcut to Neverwinter live this game client.exe. Okay, how do you record a video of a demo outside of a demo? And this program has a really good feature that allows you to render your demo in screenshots. A video made out of screenshots. That's like first thought, that's a bit confusing, but if you look at it this way, a video is just usually just 30 screenshots per second, and that's exactly what the render function does. It will render your demo, the camera path that you set, at 30 screenshots per second. It will give you screenshots, and with an editing tool you can then piece that back together to a video. That sounds difficult in theory. It's really easy in practice. All you have to do is the following. Create a shortcut to the game client somewhere. Go into properties. Don't get irritated by the German. It should be the same for you. Don't get irritated. Yeah. And this is the path right here to gameclient.exe. And then all you have to do is, like, I have a few extra commands that I will go over shortly. You will have to put in minus demo save images, then the name of your demo. In this case, that would be, like, I still have the demo saved from my Throne of Idris video. In this case, it would be, remember the name of our demo is dt.rd2, and then you will have to, like, a space, then the name of those screenshots. In this case, I just put in the name of the demo again, but you can choose this one freely, okay? This part right here is up to your choice. And then TGA, the file format. In this case, you should really use the TGA file format. I have another two commands saved in there before minus demo save images, pardon me. And that is, once again, minus vis scale, increase the distance in at which objects are shown, and minus like vis scale and then 1000, separated with spaces, and then minus render scale 3, which even ups the quality up to 3 from just the one you use in game, and 2 is already like good looking, 3 is really good looking, and 4 breaks my PC. That's not something I can do. And plus, now for the streaming, I will put it to, oh, not 25, God no. I will put it to 2, okay? So my PC does not break while I'm streaming and recording the demo. Okay. Save the changes to that and just open that one. And it will open up the game again, but not how you're used to it. It will not even let you jump into the free cam mode, and it will not show any HUD or so. It will jump directly into your camera path, and after a very brief delay, it will start taking 1 screenshot per second. It's recording right now. You can't see it yet because obviously we put a 12.5 second hold to the camera path at the start. But it is recording screenshots, and I can show you where those screenshots land. And soon, when we hit the in-game time of 12.5 seconds, let me change scene real quick, so my face is gone. You will see that it will record the camera path in a very slow way. It will take 1 screenshot per second, and it will also slow down the actual game so that the camera path and the action, which in this case is my Hunter Ranger running, does not get desynced. Don't worry about the mouse cursor in this one. It will not show up. Okay, now. You see it's very framey. That's because the game is now taking a lot of screenshots. Okay. Almost done. And the benefit of this is, trust me, once we piece those screenshots back together to a video, it will be smooth. It will not look framey, it will not stutter, and you will have the entire screen at your disposal. Okay, almost done. And then it will say demos image saving finished. after how long it took. In this case, our camera path was too long. Okay, press Alt F4 to quit the demo. Now we have to go back and find all of the screenshots the demo made. I'm still in my Neverwinter installation, Neverwinter live, open screenshots, and oh, there are so many screenshots in here. .tja format. This one still left, but well, right now we just need those screenshots. Okay, if I now open one, you will see it started. It's an actual screenshot of the game. Sadly, it's still, you can see in the top right corner, it will still show this part, and on the bottom it will sometimes show error messages, this part. So you will have to zoom in a tiny bit, but it does not really lose much quality. Let me edit this video together. The good part is now that we actually don't need most of those, because we don't want to have the point where our camera was static, right? Oh, okay, Hunter Ranger is starting running, because, okay, so that's something that we would need. Let's look at this one. This is probably still static. Okay, so I can just discard all of those, which leaves me with so many more images. The way you do it usually, or I do it usually, you copy those out, like paste, cut those out into another folder. I will not do it right now, but you should put them out of your screenshots folder, because at some point it just blows up. There's way too many screenshots in there. Remember, if you render a demo this way, it's going to produce 30 screenshots for every second of camera path, and they all have almost 8 megabytes in size, so that adds up. I usually just put them onto an external hard drive. Okay, but let's take a look at how to piece them back together to a video. Every good video editing software has this. I'm doing it for like as an example for Sony Vegas, but Adobe can do it, and I don't know what else movie editing program you can use, but there should be a function like this in there. Open file, open. Yeah, these are the Idris videos. Let's go back to my D drive. Go to Neverwinter live screenshots. Mark the first screenshots, and the function should be named something like open TGA sequence or open image sequence. Okay. Open that, and suddenly you have a video. This function pieces those screenshots back into a video. Okay, so sometimes there are going to be error messages on the bottom, so I will have to zoom in a bit, sadly. I have a preset for this, so I don't have to set this zoom in manually. And there we go. That's actually a video. And if you don't trust me that it's really high quality, let's render this thing. Okay. And it will render this thing, and it will be a really smooth video in maximum quality. And that is how you record high quality videos with the demo tool. Okay. Once this is done, I will show you some okay, what, oh god, already an hour gone. I will show you some more options inside of the demo tool, some more graphic options, some that rather change how the game behaves, but just maybe to make your game, like the video, look even better. Yes, okay. Just wait for this to finish rendering. And then you should clearly see it's a very smooth video. Yeah, my voice is already almost gone after just an hour of talking. I really have to get used to this. Okay, so I obviously didn't cut it or put in a transition or everything, but this stream is not, like, this guide is not about video editing, it's just about the demo tool. Okay, perfect. Let's look at it. Full screen. Go back. This is what you will see. It will not be like best quality for you guys in the stream, but because of the stream, but it will look pretty good. And now you can see it's actually quite smooth. Remember in the recording when I rendered the entire thing, it was really framey and stuttered. This is smooth as hell. And it will be smooth for you too, because even though, like, this is the best part of this, even though if you don't have like a really good PC, it will be smooth for you too. It will just take a little bit more time to take those screenshots for the demo tool, okay? But that's it. That's the good part about it. Okay. Let's head back into the demo tool and let's have a look at another demo. Okay, I don't need this anymore. I actually can discard all of those screenshots because I didn't really want to use those for a video anyway. Okay. Now, another thing. Maybe you don't want to start your launcher all the time to get into a new demo. There's a way faster way. There's a way faster method. Let me show you another shortcut that I made. This shortcut also, wait a second, goes to the same Neverwinter, like the same game client as before. Basically how you do it is just right click and send to your desktop and create a connection. This one I didn't put in -demo save images, remember? No, yeah, -demo save images for the render function. This time I put in -demo play, just how we put it into the client. Oh, I hope, yeah, it should show up for you. Okay. Into the client. Now, what this does is it just dumps you into the demo. Okay. In this case, I want to use a demo that I recorded some time ago, and that is a tiamat demo. Let's look it up. It's a tiamat run I did on my tank, and I can show you how the demo tool handles those big instances. Okay, -demo play. Yeah, that's important. I should show that again. -demo play space the name of your demo. You don't actually have to put in .demo. You can do it, but it's not needed. Just have it start like this. And you will see it's way faster. You don't have to start the launcher. You don't even need Arc running. The servers of Neverwinter don't even need to be running for this to work. Okay? You can always go into a demo mode. All right. Yeah, you should see the game now. Perfect. All right, let's load up tiamat. It will always start at some weird point in the map, then snap to your character. Okay, pause the demo, because you see there is a lot going on at the moment. 25 players, a lot of companions, visual effects en masse, a huge instance, and it takes ages to load them, especially because of the high graphic settings I have activated. Yeah, it takes a long time to load all of the action, and that is why you always wait with the action, like before you do something. After you start a demo, wait a couple of seconds. 5 seconds for a regular zone or a dungeon is perfectly fine. For a timeout, you should take the demo tool some time to render everything. Okay, let's go out and look at timeout. You can see those are pretty high graphic settings I have. Actually, a bit too high. I still have render scale 2 in there. Let's put it back to 1. This is timeout. Let's see how this looks like from here. And it starts. And you can see how all of those players are streaming out of the start instance. And I think that looks pretty cool. Okay? And I want to capture that. But I want to make the game look even better. And okay, right now you there saw something that sometimes happens. Where did the fire go? Right here. Sometimes those visual effects disappear if you look at them from a certain angle. Like, there's nothing you can do against that. You just have to not use that angle in your camera path. It's pretty unfortunate, but well, it happens. Well, previously you pressed F2 to get into this freecam mode. There are some other functions associated with those keys. Press F4. It will show up the wireframe, basically the hitbox, or not really the hitbox, but the model of characters, of props, of like things in the world. Okay, not really useful for video editing or anything, but just cool, just interesting. Press F4 again to just show the wireframe. F4 again to return to normal. The next one is really important for video editing. Press F5. It opens a graphics menu, and this is really powerful. I can't stress enough how powerful this is. For example, if you look around, if I go further away, Neverwinter uses fog to simulate distance. You can see this is getting kind of foggy, right? If I go back even further and play the demo, you will see it's getting foggier and foggier. Now, what I can do, okay, zoom in a bit, press F5, go under Sky, enable no fog. Boom. All of the fog is gone. Sadly, this also takes away some of the shader effect. Oh, hello again, fire. It doesn't want to. But sometimes, especially in enclosed areas, like if you're inside, this can look amazing. Okay, this can create amazing effects. Okay, so now I disabled the fog. What is this? I can disable the sky if I would like to. Another fun thing to do is under objects. Maybe you don't want to show certain things. You can just choose to disable normal objects. Oh, and props and models are gone, except for the terrain. You can choose to disable particles. Will remove the fire. This basically just leaves players. You can remove skinned. Poof. And also players and NPCs are gone, and just the terrain is left. You can just choose to enable them once, like that, just to re-enable them. Why is this useful? For all of you who are somewhat familiar with video editing, or maybe image editing, you should know maybe of the term color key or chroma key, which is basically just a way, the way green screens work. Let's say you want to cut out a certain character out of a demo, just want it to be somewhere else. I'm trying to find my character. Where is it actually? It's here. Hi there. Okay, well, not that good of a pose. Let's wait for it to be somewhat singled out in the open, so I can demonstrate this effect to you. Okay. Hello there. Well, yeah, it's probably not going to get better. Or is it? Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh. Alright. Now I want to cut out this character. The way I do this, like the way I would have to do it out of the demo, I would have to mask it. But in the demo tool, I can use another trick. Disable normal objects, disable terrain, disable particles. Suddenly, all that's left are players. I can just record this character this way, and I will be able to color key the blue in here. Right here, the sky box and timeline is actually, like, the background is actually this color. Usually it's black. Slash the sky is already disabled because I disabled normal objects. Sometimes it's black. That's not that good for color keying, but usually it works. It works really well. Okay, this is just a bit for editing more professionally. Let's edit that. Let's get those back on. Oh, by the way, this section right here is not actually part of the main guide. This is just some extras. I hope I already showed you guys how to do like how to create videos with the demo tool, and I hope it was not too much brabbling around and it was understandable. Okay. Next one. What do I have noted down? I made notes. I don't know if I follow them very well, but, well, okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I have most parts of it. One note to camera paths. Even if you have, like, remember when I told you, like, to have a buffer period of like 5 seconds before the action starts? Do the same for your camera path too. Okay, start the camera path itself 5 seconds before the action starts to give the render function, like the render demo tool, more time to draw all objects on screen, or otherwise you will be left with unfinished visual effects. Okay, and it will look quite ugly. Last part I want to show you is when you press R. Where did my character go? There it is. Suddenly it's floating somewhere in midair. Let's put it up here. Press R again, and it's now here. As soon as I press play, it will snap back to its original position. But by pressing the R key, I can, at least for screenshots, put my character anywhere I want in the map. And just in general, see how cool. Oh, wait, let me see the fires, please. Yeah, the fires. Come on, show me the fires, please. Don't let me hanging. Ah, doesn't matter. Come on, man. No, demo tool. Ah, okay, whatever. But you can see how cool, how many perspectives you can choose, and how cool that can look. Oh, someone fell down. Hello. Hi. Okay. There are the fires. You can see how cool it looks, right? This just here. So many perspectives possible for good screenshots, for good videos. I mean, in general, just looks really well. But a lot in the game can be done, can be made looking extremely good. What? No, that was not good English. Just erase that. The last thing I want to talk about is this thing right here. It will show 0 when the demo is paused, but there's actually a way to change the time and like the speed at which the demo plays back, and you can do that by opening the console, type in time step scale, then put in a time. 1 is just real time, just regular time. 0 is obviously pause. 0.5 is half speed. 2 is double the speed, and so on. For screenshotting purpose, I sometimes use 0.01. You can see the demo now moves really slowly. You can see the fires in slow motion. Like for recording a video, this is actually way too slow. But this way, I can, if I want to take a screenshot of a certain ability, maybe a certain power hitting just right, maybe like an ice knife or an oppressive force. This way I can just slow down the demo really low, and then choose a perfect time frame to take a screenshot. This is a good example. This character is jumping right now. Let's say I want to take a screenshot at the peak of the jump. Okay. This way I can slow down the demo. I don't know why it shows that, by the way. It's 0.01. Okay, that's like the zenith. Okay, perfect. Now I have peak of the jump. I can pause the demo. Now I can take a screenshot. Obviously you can also do this if you want to record in slow motion. If you don't want to open the console for this, there's an easier way. Just press your arrow keys. Pressing left will basically halve the demo speed over and over again. Pressing the arrow key to the right will speed it up to twice the speed. Like twice, 4 times, 8 times, and so on. Oh, hello Tiamat, by the way. This looks amazing. Let's get back. Let's rewind the demo. Again. Forward a bit. Pause the demo here. Regular playback. I want to see the moment Tiamat emerges. Slow motion Tiamat. Looks amazing. The claw actually moves through the stone, but you don't really see that in the game. Like there's other things to look at. Yeah. That's how the demo tool can look like. And that's basically all I want to show you. I hope this was like, this is pretty improvised. I didn't have a script. I had a couple of notes, but I might have jumped between points and everything. I still hope you learned something about the demo tool, and you can maybe even use it for yourself, maybe for videos, maybe for screenshots, whatever. Let's see. I'm certainly excited to see more people use the demo tool. If there are any questions, you can just comment below this video, ask me on Reddit. My name is JHD on both platforms, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you at some time point. Maybe you will see a video of mine, whatever. Alright, see ya.